Hello there. Using my OBS to do this. I am having more Digitech issues. Here's the JamManXT. I've been trying to use this more effectively as a looper and put more inputs into it because it's just, I don't know, it's hard to get everything in there, and you kind of need some live mic going in there. And it's got two inputs, but here's some two problems that are big and glaring. One is that the USB almost never works for the software, the jamman software. And when it does, it won't read most of the SD card. So it's become almost unusable. It's because the connector on this thing is a little bit wonky. The USB, is it micro or mini? I can't remember. I think it's mini. There's one that's a little bigger than the other. And unfortunately, you know, I've had it for like 4 years, but I did not use the USB thing that much. So I'm surprised at it. I don't know if, you know, it just became loose over time. It was working better, but when it started to have problems was when I started using the SD card. It doesn't read but a few of the spots on the SD card, and it's a SanDisk one, so it's not some, you know, obscure maker of SD cards. So, oh wow, that's interesting. I changed from video to it's this zoom here. Okay, okay. On this, I'm using this. Yeah, I'm using this iPhone for this little spot down here. I guess it should go like this, shouldn't it? Okay, to be in the screen correctly, right? Yeah, the other thing is I've got some stuff going in from line in, and the line in records at a much lower volume than the aux in, they're calling it. The aux in records at a way lower volume than the regular TRS inputs for, you know, guitar or whatever, the two stereo inputs, or mono if you want it that way. But it's got a much lower recording level, which means if you're trying to do live looping and you got these recording levels that are all different, it's hard to control. So I just noticed that because I had not used it before. I guess it's probably because they anticipate that you're going to use it for only a music input, from a CD, and those would generally be louder themselves because they're, you know, full mix and stuff like that. I'm assuming that's probably why, but it's still unfortunate because it doesn't work that well in this circumstance. But the other thing is this: since here's something I assumed about this. So the USB port isn't working. So what I assumed was, okay, so you could probably just use the SD card through an SD card reader on your computer, and then use the Jam Manager software to edit your patches there, and then put it back in. Nope, it doesn't work. It won't edit from the SD card itself, which is I'm like, really? Just seems like it ought to. That would make sense. The software is just a very poorly done piece of software, so that's just my 2 cents here, but very disappointing. Thank you. Bye.